No Bray Wyatt on SmackDown this week. However, we did get the first appearance after the pitch black match from LA Knight. However, he says Bray Wyatt, the pitch black match, it's history, it's in the past. He doesn't want to talk about it. It's done. But if you're attending SmackDown, you would be treated to LA Knight versus Bray Wyatt once again this week in the dark match. So, are they continuing the feud? Is LA Knight done with Bray? But is Bray done with LA Knight? It does feel a little bit like Bray and Alexa, their whole Uncle Howdy stuff's being postponed until after Elimination Chamber. There was some news, though, that apparently Bray Wyatt is the top babyface on the blue brand, with Roman dominating the heel charts. Obviously, we made a video on Tuesday regarding Alexa Bliss. Now, she definitely is taking an absence. She hasn't been there for 2 weeks. However, she has tweeted out, "Don't worry about where I've been. You'll see soon. Something with Alexa Bliss is coming." This is things you might have missed from Friday Night SmackDown. If you'd be so kind to hit the like button, really helps the video out, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Paul Heyman started off Friday Night SmackDown this week. He would reference the promo with Cody on Raw, talking about how Roman was under attack from both brands. Of course, great promo. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. He'd call Sami Zayn a crazed, psychopathic rebel. And of course, that crazed, psychopathic rebel would show up behind Paul Heyman. I love the fact Sami asked for the mic the same way Roman Reigns does. Awesome. Sami Zayn would go on to say Roman Reigns only has 8 days left as WWE Universal Champion. I don't know who that hug was more awkward for. I thought in wrestling, hugs solved everything, but the match is official. Can you believe in 1 week and a day, the Elimination Chamber is a thing? How has this come around so freaking quickly? It's worth noting, though, Paul Heyman said, without the WWE Championship belts, there is no Roman Reigns. Is that a tease that Roman is leaving WWE when he loses those championship belts? The other major bloodline story, of course, centered around Jimmy Uso, who was trying to get a hold of Jey all throughout the night. At one point, it was so desperate, I think he was even offering Paul Heyman to come to the ring and defend the tag team titles with him. Not sure I want to see... Well, actually, no. I do want to see Paul Heyman versus Braun Strowman. But why was there like a picture of a phone on the wall? What's that about? At one point, I thought their conversation was being recorded or something. I don't know. But it looked like Jimmy was going to go alone. Of course, he came out to the ring all by himself until Jey Uso, before the bell rung, would make his way through the audience, joining his brother, still wearing the We The One shirt. Now, of course, that is an Uso thing too, but it's still bloodline colours. Usos were victorious, but Michael Cole asked the question, is Jey loyal to the bloodline? I have to say, though, the finish of the match was great. The shooting star press from Ricochet onto Jimmy, and then Jey with a splash to Ricochet. What a combination to pick up the win for the Usos. Honestly, great how they done it. Great match. I gotta admit, though, every week I'm becoming more and more a fan of the tag team of Braun and Ricochet. I just think they click. I think it works. However, during the match, though, there was this very strange noise. Listen.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are sold out tonight at Mohegan Sun Arena.
I don't know if WWE botched a graphic or something, but I saw a few people on Twitter wondering what that noise was, and honestly, I've got no idea. The big talking point, though, is Sami confronting Jey backstage in the parking lot somewhere. For some reason, Sami Zayn was just hanging out between 2 trucks, because why not? But he said he acknowledges Jey. Jey doesn't have to go down with the ship. I love the fact Jey looked around and still fist bumped Sami. Like, you know there's a cameraman in front of you. What? What are you doing? Oh man, this story's getting good. And I really appreciate, right at the end of the show, they added that little part of it. No reception in the room that Jimmy was trying to call Jey, and Roman saw things on TV that you don't see when you're there. Oh boy, Roman Reigns knows everything. Oh gosh. No longer the Banger Bros, they are now just the Bangers. Drew McIntyre and Sheamus took on Hit Row this week. I think Hit Row had new music, but you didn't get to experience it because, well, they just got a jobber entrance. By the way, Michael Cole hating on Top Dollar is fun. Of course, the Bangers would win their match with Hit Row, and then we'd see the war paint going on the Viking Raiders as Valhalla basically confronting the Bangers, I suppose, for next week's SmackDown, challenging them to a match. I'm okay with that. I think SmackDown's in Toronto next week, so obviously a big crowd just before the Elimination Chamber. I think that's going to be a good match for next week's SmackDown. I can't wait to see it. I just want to know what Ridge and Butch make as Drew and Sheamus as a tag team. Of course, Money in the Bank emanates July 1st from London, England. But we got news literally this week that the Friday night before SmackDown will be live from the O2 as well. That's really cool. It's being broadcast in the UK live, which is 8 p.m. UK time. No idea if that's going to be live in the US too. Because if it is, that's going to be 3 p.m. for you. It might be on later on repeat, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Ronda Rousey would return to SmackDown this week. Thought that was pretty cool. There were some rumours online she was going to, but I like the fact Shayna Baszler seemed to be the one taking the spotlight in this group. I think they need to use Ronda to elevate Shayna, because I think in this group, Shayna's the star of the group, right? Madcap Moss did a backstage promo, obviously hyping up the Fatal 4-Way main event. But look at this. He's got new gear. Gone is the generic black trunks and everything he wore before. So, obviously, interestingly, he thanked Emma for the new look. So, it just took a woman's touch. But maybe, hopefully, this is the flair Madcap Moss desperately needs. SmackDown Liv was in full force tonight as Liv Morgan would pin Chelsea Green in a tag match with her and Raquel versus Sonya and Chelsea. Yes, Chelsea Green, a Raw star. I like this though, because Chelsea's character is a Karen. So she shouldn't be abiding by rules. She shouldn't care about rules. Her feud is basically with management, which is Adam Pearce. So he's on that show. So she should be on that show to torment him a bit further. Love it.
The are you?
Hey, we had a jobber on SmackDown. I love that. I love doing that. Lacey Evans defeated Carmen Harris tonight. No idea who that is. Maybe you do. Let me know in the comment section down below. The main event was the Fatal 4-Way for the number one contender spot at Gunther and the IC title. I definitely need more Santos and Ray in the ring together. Great chemistry. Ray seemingly had a target on his back though tonight from Escobar and Karrion Kross. It was Madcap Moss who won, which I think was the right call because, you know, they're getting a good vibe from him. They're giving him a new look. I'm okay with it. Overall, SmackDown this week, just because of the Bloodline stuff, easy 7 out of 10. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications. You'll never miss another upload. Like the video, share the video, and I'll see you next time. Peace!